non-profit NGO, and our objective is to enable a cycle of transformation in this generation of youth into becoming the next generation of selfless heroes of Trinidad and Tobago. We do this primarily by giving them opportunities to be altruistic to society and also to be mentors and be mentored themselves. This manifests through two of our youth programs, one of which is a youth development program, which is in a number of secondary schools, and the other is in our youth mentorship program, which is essentially patterned after the Big Brothers Big Sisters International Mentorship Program. So through these two offerings, we have hundreds of youth enrolled every year. We have close to 2,000 that have been engaged over the past 10 years of our existence. And we are excited to be trying to fill the need that is out there, because we have a growing waiting list of hundreds of secondary school students who want to be part of the foundation because of the work that we're doing in their schools with them and their communities.
Okay, and this benefit concert this weekend, what's the connection?
Well, it's just to enable that expansion. So the funds being raised is to allow us to expand our youth program into 10 more secondary schools over the course of the next few years. But what's exciting about the concert is it also represents the mentorship component, and it's translating it into the musical genre, which Kwame will talk about, in which blends international musicians with local musicians in a musical mentorship concept to help enable the musicians locally to have some of these opportunities for them in the future to reach out internationally, much like what Kwame did.
Well, Kwame, let me come to you. You're now a maestro, and talk to me a little bit about your own passage. You're a son of the soil, you've gone out there, you're a maestro now, you're back home to do this benefit concert. Just tell me a little bit about yourself and some of the road that you've traveled to get to this point.
Well, I grew up here. I went to university school, I went to Fatima, but all through those early years, I knew that I wanted to be an orchestra conductor. In fact, I think I told my parents when I was 6 that that is what I wanted to do. So my eyes were on that, and you know, even during those years where I knew that I was going to have to go abroad at some point, I profited from a lot of mentorship here in Trinidad. People like Bosco Holder and Hazel Ward, Pat Bishop, were personalities that I was in close contact with and really inspired me. And then when my parents, specifically my mother, made the decision to send me to England to pursue my dream, I had all the opportunities to have mentors that you could possibly want. I was in youth choirs, I was in the National Youth Orchestra of Great Britain, and I had the taste of what can happen when youths join forces to make music together, music which transcends barriers of age and gender and class and race. It's a universal language, and when kids do this together, they lay pathways for their futures, regardless of what disciplines they go into, which are very constructive. So recently, I was given the honor of becoming the music director of the National Youth Orchestra of France for 2 years. And now, being on the other side of that mentoring partnership, I was able to see that I could actually do a lot of work for kids. And I thought, if I can do it in France, I'm certainly going to try and do it in my home country. And this is when Philip and I started talking about how Heroes Foundation and I could join forces to make that happen here.
Right, and who is joining you on Sunday in the concert? Well,
you know, originally this project was going to be done with my orchestra. I'm the music director of the National Orchestra of Bordeaux in France. And then, for reasons that are too complex to go into now, that participation had to be cancelled. And then we were kind of in free fall. And to be honest with you, the project became more exciting at that point, because then I didn't have an institution that I could work with, so I started just calling up colleagues in different orchestras, 2 in Germany, 2 in France. I used my contacts with the National Youth Orchestra of France to get 3 kids from that orchestra to come. I found a wonderful musician in Russia. So we were really freestyling it to get the project to happen. And what we have now is an international group of mentors who have come for at no charge to participate in this worthwhile cause. And it just has enriched the project enormously.
Well, that is quite a story. Well, there's nothing like being in free fall, but there was a parachute at the end of the day. So hopefully you'll make a nice soft landing on Sunday.
Angel wings.
Angel wings. All right, that's another concept. So, in terms of you want to give our viewers some details about the benefit concert on
Sure.
Sunday?
It's being held on Sunday, November 11th at the Hyatt Regency at 7 p.m. It is a formal affair, and tickets can be purchased through the Heroes Foundation. The easiest way is to visit our website, theheroesfoundation.com. Phone number is 622-9255. And this concert is going to be something quite remarkable, and it wouldn't have happened without the tremendous support of many people, not the least of which are our platinum sponsors, ANSA Financial, Hyatt, Proman, and UTT. It's just remarkable to see the magic that has come out of corporate TNT in general to make this opportunity happen for the young musicians of Trinidad and Tobago and for the foundation itself.
All right. Well, let me wish you well with the concert on Sunday. And Kwame, it's good to see you back home in Trinidad doing something like this with the Heroes Foundation. I want to thank you both for being my guests this morning.
Thank you.
And I wish you well with the concert on Sunday. Well, that does it for my part of the show because in the last half hour on a Friday morning, Spotlight with Jassy Barry.